Hello, good evening. Hope you are doing well. Uh, Today I'm going to share another video on a very complex issue, that is GST in case of inverted duty structure. First of all, before I begin, I would like to thank those who viewed my last video, and I would like to welcome any feedback on my video. So if you guys have not watched my video, please go and watch my channel, the first video that I have launched in the last few days ago. So please do watch that and let me know if there is any feedback from your end and if there is any areas of improvement. As I have always said that my resources is very limited, I don't have much infrastructure available with me, so whatever I am doing based on my limited resources, I would like to welcome your feedback on that as well. So now let's start with another video today, that is on GST in case of inverted duty structure. Again, like the last video, this is also a complex issue. Now let me give you an example of what does this mean, the GST in inverted duty structure. An example will give you an idea. Say for example, in a works contract service, the service which is totally related to, say, excavation or brickwork or construction of government project. In my organization, one of my organization, while working, I have seen that because that company was totally engaged in the construction of the railway projects which are related to majorly related to railway clients, and in that case we used to charge 12% output GST tax. GST is to sell to the client at 12% output GST, and we used to purchase the inputs required for the production of goods and supply. That was used to be purchased at around 18%. So now the case is, whenever I am selling goods to the client, or I am giving service to the client, I am giving 12% GST. I am charging 12% GST, which means my output tax liability is 12%. But the thing is, whenever I am purchasing goods which is required to produce service to the client, in that case I'm paying 18% GST. So there's a difference of 6%. You got my point? Hope you have got my point. My point is, I'm paying 12% GST when I'm billing to the seller, but I am purchasing goods at 18% GST. So that 6% difference is something which is accumulated in my electronic credit ledger. So today's video is regarding how to treat that excess 6%. So now there's a methodology which is available in case of GST. In case of GST, the rule 89.5 subsection 5 deals with this complex issue. So rule 89.5 enables us to claim the refund in case of excess ITC paid, and it also allows us to file GST RFD1 in case if the immovable property has not been capitalized in our books. So if it is capitalized in our books, then we are not eligible to claim. And the second thing is that the service that we are providing, we should provide service. We should not purchase the goods for our own consumption. If it is not used in the for the business purpose, then ITC is not available, or we won't be able to claim any refund. But if we use the input that we purchase for the purpose of business, and immovable property is not capitalized in the books of our accounts, so in that case we are eligible to claim the ITC. Now the question is, to what extent we can claim the ITC. So today I'm going to give you a brief example what is the eligible amount that we can claim in the GST RFD1. So let me give you an example. Say for example, our total turnover for a particular period is, say, 10 lakh, and our adjusted gross turnover is something around 12 lakh. Let's say it's 12 lakh. And now whenever we are paying GST on our turnover, total turnover is 10 lakh into 12%. As I said that I pay 12% GST whenever I'm billing to the client. So 10 lakh into 12%, that will come to around 1,20,000. That is my output tax liability. And now I have purchased goods from a vendor for around 18 lakhs. Or say for example 18% GST, say I have paid 1,80,000 as total GST from my input tax liability. Whenever I paid goods from the purchaser, I paid 18% GST, and that 18% amounts to rupees 1,80,000. Say for example, I'm just telling you a brief example, a small example. This will give you a clarity. So in that case, and also let's also note that my adjusted gross turnover is total is equal to 12 lakhs. So my total turnover is 10 lakh. My adjusted gross turnover is 12 lakh. My total output tax liability is around 1,20,000. then what is the amount which I can claim? I have paid output GST as around 1,80,000. So will I be able to claim the entire 1,80,000? After setting off the 1,20,000, can I claim 60,000, or what should be the process? Now the process is, we have to there's a formula. What is the formula? We have to take into account the GST, the total turnover, which is 10 lakh, divided by the adjusted gross turnover, which comes to 12 lakh. Okay, so 10 lakh divided by 12 lakh, then 10 lakh divided by 12 lakh into, we have to multiply it by the output tax liability that we have to pay, that is 1,80,000, as I have given for example, just for the sake of this example. So 10 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 1,80,000, total turnover by adjusted gross turnover into my output tax liability, the tax that I have paid, my input tax, the tax that I have paid, not the output tax liability, beg your pardon. So total turnover divided by adjusted turnover into the output tax, the input tax that I have paid, that is 1,80,000. So 10 lakh divided by 12 lakh into 1,80,000 comes to around 1,50,000. And the eligible refund that I can claim here is what was my output tax liability? It was 12 lakh, 1,20,000, because I paid 1,20,000 on 10 lakh, my total turnover, right? So 10 lakh into 12%, as I am giving works contract service, that is 1,20,000. And what is the figure that we have arrived based on our formula? It's 1,50,000. So we are eligible to claim 30,000 refund. After offsetting the output tax liability from 1,50,000, we are eligible to claim 30,000 as the input tax refund. So this is the formula, and that's how it goes when it comes to inverted GST structure. So hope you understand this video, and if you have any questions, do let me know. I'll get back to you in my next video. Thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.